I'm vacationing in Ireland for 2 weeks. This is day 10 of hot Gael summer. We woke up for an early breakfast at the Old Weir Lodge in Killarney. It's a comfortable, albeit old school hotel, but damn, the ladies working the breakfast service are so on top of it. Nathan, Caitlin, and I each got a full Irish, which was very delicious. And it gave us all the energy that we needed to set off into the wilderness and explore the Killarney National Park by horse and carriage. I'm just kidding. We also did some hiking eventually. But the Killarney National Park is very interesting and a beautiful place. And by the way, the horse's name is Dolly. Not only is it huge and biodiverse with lakes, mountains, forests, waterfalls, but the area is just so full of marks left by humans. There's Ross Castle from the 15th century. There's the Muckross House from the mid-1800s, which was actually owned by a guy from San Francisco who built another estate in Woodside, California, inspired by this house in Killarney. And it's so weird because that is literally where I'm from. Well, not literally where I'm from because people in Woodside are rich and there is no estate where I'm from. But in high school, I used to play them in softball. They always won. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I love this push and pull that Ireland's landscape, even in the national parks, have with this sort of wild nature and the humans that try to sculpt it. Ireland is not just rich with flora and fauna, but also with human history, as you probably know. And it is so interesting to see that so clearly everywhere you go. Because humans are fallible and nature is so perfect, you see old structures just scattered throughout Ireland, just being engulfed and reclaimed by nature. A perfect example of this is this 400-year-old tree that was planted in the center of Muckross Abbey that is growing so tall and strong while the abbey around it crumbles. It makes for a very beautiful reminder that while we are leaving our mark on this planet, the planet doesn't need us to keep on going. But anyways, we're still here, so we did some hiking to see the waterfalls and made it up to the ladies' view. Hey, Nathan, stop looking. Close your eyes. Which is where I actually filmed my viral La Baba video. Very exciting. We see your La Boo Boo and we raise you La Baba. After that, we drove around, looked through the views, drove through Sneem, which aside from Ballylickey is one of my favorite town names that we came across. Sang the Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat Megamix because isn't even a road trip if that doesn't happen? Then we stopped for lunch/dinner at Portmagee, and okay, Portmagee is also on the list for the best town names. Got back to Killarney to film a Tato taste test that Tato commented on, which was incredible. I got a lot of comments saying that I needed to do another brand of Irish chip taste test, and I would love to. So if there are any Irish chip brands that want to send me some stuff in Amsterdam, this is me formally saying I will do it. Once I crowned Tato Cheese and Onion the winner, we went to the Hussy Bar because I like the name and the calm vibe, mostly the name. Before we went to the most crowded bar to listen to some music. We were behind a pole and I was being pushed by like young men that I did not like, but I didn't really care because I was drizzling. We were having a good time, but when we went outside and saw crows flying in packs above the church, clearly signaling the end times, we figured it was probably time to call it a night.